about our beloved Ada, Mommsie, right? And then afterwards, when we break up, we're going to have, the mic's going to be very special thanks to Terry and Michael for also setting up the sound system right here. Thank you guys for giving me an idea to set up the sound system. And then what we're going to do is continue to celebrate the memory and the life of Ada with music and food and visiting with each other. And so we have it all set up outside. You can move in and out. And Michael has promised me in writing that there will be no high winds or rain. And then also, you know, in the spirit of celebration, we have a new marriage. We've got Dan and his wonderful bride. Let's give a nice hand for that. They have a big sign on their house that says, "If this house is rocking, don't leave out." It's not very spiritual, but it kind of gets it all. And I've been thinking about this because in a minute I'm going to open it up. And if you have a special memory or something that comes to mind that you'd like to share, I'm just going to call on you, and you can just, you know, none of this was planned. We didn't know where we were going to do what, but we just came together and trusted it would all be the perfect place for the perfect reason, with all the perfect people being here. So it'll all work out just fine. Yeah. But I thought we'd start out, and just for a moment, I want Dan to do an instrumental of Amazing Grace. Let him play it through one time, and then we'll sing it together. Okay? had a way of making you think that you were her number one special person. And I'm amazed how many people thought that they were number one. She had me believing that. And if you had a band, I think she told each one of our bands that we were her favorite band. Occasionally she would leave my coffee and she says, I may not see you next week. And I said, Ada, what makes you think that? She says, you haven't noticed I'm old yet. And she says, every week is a gift. Every week is every week. And she said it specifically for Cindy and I. But I would say that for some of us, that's been knocking on heaven's door, every day is a gift. And somehow, she managed to set an example of us to surviving 97 years, which is incredible.
Yeah.
We'll call it that.
A couple days.
Yeah. And then Sandy's mom was right there with her, 96, right?
Wow.
And Trinity, your husband was how old when he died?
95.
95.
Wow. Sandy's mother, she was my mother's neighbor and good friend, and she died, a couple weeks just before my mother. Yeah. So they're up there together now. Yeah.
So I was thinking, is anybody holding on to a little memory or something that they shared with Ada, or anything that you'd like to share? I'd like to just open it up right here.
I told her one time, I said, "You're just a little party animal, aren't you?" And she said, "Always have been." I thought that was always have been. And she'd glare at me when we'd walk in because she thought I was going to take her table, and I'd glare back because I thought she was going to win the prize. I know when I was there with my mom for a while, and I'd have to leave early I had to run home early about 6:30 one morning. Ada was sitting down in the lobby waiting for somebody to come pick her up at 6:30 in the morning. And when I came back,
It's okay.
it was about 7:30, and I said, "Ada, you're still waiting? Are you sure they said 6:30? She said, "I don't know," but she was just sitting there patiently waiting. She was ready to go wherever they were going to take her.
I used to go, I saw her at McDonald's just a couple of weeks, and I had to laugh so bad because she was with her friend, and when they were driving away in front of us and you couldn't see anybody in the car because they were so short. So it looked like nobody was driving the car when we left the place. It was just like, but they just walked out. They were like these two little people, and they got in. And I told John, I go, "Where are they?" Driving away.
Did you go to McDonald's with her? Was it you?
No, I don't think it was me.
Oh.
But I'd like to share. I'm the one that owned the part ownership with Kat, with the Ada Life. Every evening when she'd get through playing cards or coming back from my coffee, she'd go by my apartment, and the cat would know when the elevator came up and be waiting at the door for her. She'd feed her some treats, and so for just the last couple of days, the cat's quit waiting by the door for her.
Chef, I'd just like to share that I know exactly what you're talking about when you say she made me feel like you were like number one. I would walk in and she would see me, even if I didn't see her, she would see me and she would give me the look. And so if I sit down in the back, and I didn't come up to the table and give her a hug and say hi, she every now and then she'd turn around and she'd be like, and I tell my wife, Mom, I said, "Dear, I have to go up to the table." I'm like, "Oh, Mom, say hi." She goes,
And she was supposed to be, Andy was supposed to be her we were going to go play bunco, and he didn't realize that he was going to be her partner. Maybe he did realize that, and we couldn't come for some reason. And she stuff about that for a month. Every time she saw it, what happened to you? You were my bunco partner. You didn't show up.
I thought my husband had another woman.
He was lunch dating. Yeah, he took her out to lunch and everything.
One of the things that I think it's really worth mentioning is that, Marlene, you know, you're a great example of showing a mother the honor that they deserve. There's so many mothers that are cast off these days.
I know.
No, it's seriously. I mean, you showed her such extreme honor. You were always taking care of her, and there's many of you in this room that took extra care to give her honor. Bought her flowers, bought her gifts, give her hugs, give her kisses. And we need to really, you know, today's Mother's Day.
Yes.
We need to revere the ones that gave life to us. Literally with their bodies and nurtured us and cared for us. And so, a great example, and thanks to many of you that showed her honor. And I hope that God blesses you and shows you honor, the kind of honor that you displayed to her. Now, her memory, you guys noticed the chair in her honor right here. Somehow I walked in and Rose and Michael said, I know that purple is her favorite color, you know, but it almost like you guys bought it for Ada, and you notice that nobody's sitting in it. But wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting on the other side when she said you guys didn't know, but I'm just sitting right there in the midst of it.
I just said move over, Ada.
Real brief, but I'd say that I think if Ada could share something with us now on the other side, she probably would encourage us to do two things. And this I share with no understanding of where you are spiritually, where your pilgrimage is, what your belief system is. But something really hit me. I read a verse in the Bible where they had kind of cornered Jesus, and they said, Jesus, if you could wrap this whole thing up, if you could just take the whole Bible and sum it up, what would you say? And I would say these two things. And it was the religious leaders of his day. And he said, number one, love God with all of your heart. Find a way to connect with God first and foremost, and love God with every bit of your fiber. And I think Ada would tell us from the other side, find your path with God and fall in love with God new. Take away all the religious trimmings. When you hit your head at the pillow at night, you have your private thoughts. Open your heart to what might be there for you. You might be very surprised. I always have a prayer. God, reveal your love and your person to me any way you choose to. Then I duck. Because he has an interesting way of revealing himself to me. Then the other part, Jesus said, the other part, he says, love one another as you love yourself. Take as much concern for your neighbor. And I tell you, what a wonderful example Rose and Michael are to open their hearts, to open their homes, getting the new tents outside and loving and serving us in the many ways that they do. And what a joy it was to kind of, I scared Rose. It was supposed to be here at 3. We showed up at 2:30, and it's like, oh, who's this? Because it was such a joy to give back, to share. These guys they have open heart, open home. So Ada would say, I'll see you soon, sooner than you think. But love God with all of your heart, and then love one another as you love yourself. And I don't think we could go wrong with those two things. If there's anybody that has another burning desire, I don't want to cut anybody off that's on the verge of sharing anything.
I like my dad.
Yeah.
He have it too. And that grandma died too. You back him.
Yeah. And so I asked Jerry and Beth if they would share a song called The Good Times. Did I get the name right? No. Good thing. Good thing. You notice I call myself. I know. Yeah.
The good part. That's all that matters.
Good things, good times. And guess what? Some of you know this song. Feel free to sing along.
Yeah, sing with us.
I've been sitting here thinking back over my life. All of the good things, the trouble and strife. Well, my share of heartache, yet so many I've had. But I still think the good things outweigh the bad. Well, I never had riches, no money to spare, just a musician's wages is my only fare. Well, I've seen high water take all that I had, but I still think the good things outweigh the bad. Well, I rocked my baby at night when they cried, and I've seen their teardrops turn into smiles, and that's when I realized all the bad luck I've had. And I still think the good things outweigh the bad. Well, I loved my baby at night when they